Alright everybody, so we are here on the GopherCraft server in my designated base area. So I picked this area because of the surrounding mountains, and I was thinking that I could do something like Helm's Deep. You know, put a wall across here and just have that area, see where the cave is, be kind of like the cave that is in the movie where all the women and children go back into. But I was thinking that since this wall over here is rather low, I wasn't so sure that if I would actually do the Helm's Deep thing. So let me get up here to a greater vantage point. Oh look, a witch, a skeleton, and a zombie walk into a dark room. This sounds like a joke. Give me a moment while I cut this part out of the video. Ouch. So, our little area here with the mountainous area, and this little area here that just kind of up here. Now, I'm going to have to do a lot of terraforming anyways, but Helm's Deep didn't seem like a great idea because I would have to go off the plans of Helm's Deep, and I really don't want to do that. That's not my style. My style is more of like just planning out things as I go along. So, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually I'm going to make a castle amongst these mountains here. So it might be set in a bit on the back end and might tower upwards a little bit. But there's going to be a drawbridge around this water area. And then a moat of lava around it as well. Or should I have a moat of lava? Well, I've got to think of other things for the castle. The castle is currently not in my mind, but what I do want to do is have an evil area that's surrounded by white clouds, consistent white clouds. So I'm going to have a lot of white wool or snow. Probably snow. Snow would probably be the easiest thing to get. I only have to use shovels to get that, and I have to get a lot of shovels to do that. So a lot of snow, and put the clouds up in the sky, and there can't be one ray of sunshine pointing through, so that way when you walk over to the area, it actually becomes dark. No matter what time of day it is, it becomes nighttime around the castle. I think that would be fantastic. That you just come over to the area and there's this ominous evil. And then I'll have like a glowstone moon up in the sky. Yeah, and then I could use like black glass in order to give the moon a little bit of texture here and there for craters. And then let's see here, what else could I do? Yeah, I definitely want to have a bridge. Maybe I should have this mountain be a volcano. Yeah, okay. Have the mountain be a volcano, the lava dripping down around the castle. The castle is connected to the mountain, and then the bridge goes over the lava, and the lava is spilling onto the water. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks awesome. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. So, we are going to, what I need to do first off is get some of this area leveled out. Take out care of all these trees. Get rid of all this gravel that's around here, because this gravel is very irritating, especially when I'm trying to do stuff underneath it. It just suffocates me. So get rid of the gravel. Take care of some of this mountain area. Probably bring this down. I won't need to terraform that a lot. Just up to the edge a little bit. Right to that point there, yeah. And then I'll just start steepening it down there. That's the plan. So, castle, volcano, lava, bridge, lava into lake, clouds in the sky. Clouds in the sky should probably be back last. Now, the end result that I want to have is that since the dark spruce trees poke through the top of the nether, I want to see if I can get up to the roof of the nether and put down spawning platforms for guests. And why I want to do that is to capture guests, push them through the portals on minecart rails, and capture them so that I could have turrets of guests. Now, I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but I really want to have turrets of guests. So that way, when you come over to the area, not only is it like really dark and evil, but you always hear this screeching it off in the distance. That will be so cool! So that is the plan. Let's get started! Yeah! While I'm digging out the area, I decided to work on the nether tunnel for my base, and this is pretty creepy, because this was two people's suggestions, me and Steel Douglas. Steel Douglas! Chuck Norris Minecraft. I put in the floor. I thought about just having these fence posts here because you'd be a block up high and it looks like you can fall in between these, but since they're cobblestone fence posts, you can't actually fall in between them. So completely safe, looks horrible. So, and I put in the half slabs, so it sort of leveled it out, and it looked pretty cool. I loved that design. And then Steel Douglas came along, because I was asking for help from anybody, because I couldn't figure out what the hell to do with the walls or the ceiling. So he said, just basically mimic the floor. So that's what I did. And it kind of reminds me of American McGee's Alice, and it does look really trippy as you're walking around here. It just almost looks infinite. If it were to go on just a little bit longer, it would look crazy. But it ends here at this portal, and then I need to figure out what to do with this area. So, on to the digging and figuring out what I need to do with the overworld base.
So yeah, we've got these almost odd triangles coming around. It's not exactly any specific shape. It kind of evolves into its own as you build each layer.
Okay. Alright, so that'd be floor 1, that'd be floor 2, these alternating triangles, and then there's this guy up here, that'd be floor 3.
You could almost make it, well, kind of organic at that point, because then you don't need to focus on, like, oh, I need to get into this layer first, and then that layer next. It's just, where do you want the triangle to point this next time?
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Something like the Lord of the Rings, the Goblin Tower. How that's kind of not really supposed to hold together.
Oh.
It's just pieced together with scraps.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So you could end up building pretty much any material you have, just as long as it looks like, I don't know, they were trying to strap pieces together. I don't know.
Oh, that would be good, because then I can make it out of the standard nether brick and then regular smooth stone brick, and then I can just start demolishing it from there and adding on weird things. So
Weird.
yeah, kind of like I don't know, patch it in with like some iron bars and possibly some wooden bridges from here to there.
Maybe some of this cobblestone fence.
Yeah, no, that would be fantastic, because then I can work with it as I build it. So, all right, I think I have some nether brick down here. I need to figure out what type of design I need to make it, start it out with. What type of thing I want to do with it.
Alright, how big are we making this thing?
Not too terribly big. So I'm thinking that it should at least start from here, and then it should end just before the mountain. That's
okay.
How big I want to make it. So it's going to be inside this little hovel area. It's not actually going to touch the mountains.
We doing slab or full brick?
Anything really. Oh yeah, I need a crafting. Oh, there's a crafting bench right here. Because I need to figure out what type of design I want to actually start it out with. Like, how I want to have it built.
Easily do this.
And I just realized I had made another portal.
Yeah, essentially.
Here, I'm just tossing these materials out because this is the first materials that I think of when I think of evil.
Alright, let's see here.
That's racist.
This.
Yes, I'm racist against nether brick and smooth
Against
stone
evil.
bricks.
You need to not be so mean to evil. Evil has a place. Be nice. Evil has a place. Be nice.
So maybe making some more like clean lines and stuff, and that way it's, I mean, it looks a little, I don't know, more good.
I'm gonna hop out for a few minutes.
This looks more good?
I add a little bit with the like nice clean lines and stuff like that, and not exactly sharp. I wouldn't make it sharp the first time through. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Make some. How many do you need? There you go.
8.
There's 8 laying there. Oop, I made myself an extra 4.
Fence posts look instead.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too, because you really can't see this fence post much.
Does that look better?
Too odd?
It's a lot bulkier, which seems like it's a bit more support than... Yeah, I like that. Actually, no. It kind of... I don't know about that roof.
Yeah.
Maybe...
You're better.
What about that? What if it was, this? Ooh.
It's repeating what you have down here, definitely. So that's what it would look like right there.
So, a good point of having the clouds that I'm going to put up in the sky is that I will never have rain in the area, which will be awesome. Oh my gosh, it's just going to be... Rain is just wretched to me every now and then. It would be... Rain wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so loud. I mean, I would enjoy it, especially the thunderstorms. But, ooh, that would be weird. Just having thunderstorms and no rain in the area, that would be weird. So anyways, the Spirit X came over here and he helped me figure out a design, as you saw in that little clip there. So this is going to be the design of the castle, the repeating pattern, and this is a small scale model of what the castle is going to be like. So it's going to be kind of like a triangle. So it's going to, this outside wall is kind of facing in the wrong direction, but the outside wall is going to go all the way along here and stop right where that block is, and it's going to kind of do a diagonal this direction and then stop there and then point off in this direction and stop over there. So, I'm thinking about how this design is going to work. I don't know exactly if that's what I'm going to do. Or I could actually make it kind of like the blocks, kind of zigzag it out, just out this way, that way. I don't know, I'm going to have to try something in a creative world. See if that's actually what I want to do. But, creeper. I got rid of most of the gravel here so that when I put in the lava... Oof. And there goes all that. Oh, perfect. Okay. So when I put in the lava, I'm not surprised when I dig up. Let's see here. What else? That's going to be the outside design for the first layer. Triangle, and then the second layer triangle, and then the third layer triangle. So each one of these areas is going to be a floor upwards, and then I'm going to have tiers of the castle coming off of it, and tiers coming off of here, and tiers off of tiers, kind of like the Feed the Beast castle. And yeah, as you heard from our discussion in the clip, I'm going to take that design and kind of crumble it up a bit, like it's been weathered and like the castle has been taken over by evil and repurposed. So, that is the plan for the castle. It's been a hell of a lot of work, and there's going to be a lot more to come with this guy. So, that is actually going to do it for this episode of Vanilla Flavored Pooka. I hope you enjoyed this one. So, until next time, y'all, this is the Pooka, signing out.